Hey guys, Eric Prey, Focus Fishing Guide Service, Table Rock Fishing Intel. Got another video fishing report for you for Table Rock. It is Tuesday, March 21st. Raining outside, cold rain outside, so trip got canceled, so I'm shooting this in my office today. As far as our lake level is concerned, we are at 915.5, which is pretty much half a foot above normal pool. Cores shut off the gates and they're just running 3 units right now, so trying to get the lake back down to 915. Don't know what this rain's going to do, and the rain that we're going to have coming later in the week, they might have to open gates again. We'll just have to see what's going on there. Water temperature, we're still around that 50-degree mark. Seems like we get a couple of warm days. It boosts up to about 52, 53, and then it gets cold, and it was really cold over the weekend. But we're still in that 49 to 51 is pretty much what I'm seeing all over the lake. This is the shorter version of the video right here. We have a more detailed version available to Table Rock Fishing Intel members. If you join Table Rock Fishing Intel as a pro member, you'll have access to the more detailed version. If you haven't checked out TableRockFishingIntel.com, check that out. You'll get access to the more detailed version. Even if you just join for a day, you can watch that video that day, see if the rest of the website is something that you want to check out, something you want to do, but check it out, TableRockFishingIntel.com. As far as the fishing right now, best bite I've got going on is certainly on a single swim bait. We fished Anglers in Action over the weekend, had a small limit. We were on that 2.5 pound average. Everything came off of a single Kitech swim bait, a 2.8, fishing around timber, fishing around brush piles. Where I had been catching the better fish, due to the winds and the cold, it was very difficult to fish. Very difficult to see the fish for the fish on our forward-facing sonar. So we never really caught anything bigger than 2.5 pounds. We had a bag of Twinkie Dink Kentuckys and weighed in 12.5 pounds, so we had a 2.5 pound average. Other bites that are working, have been catching a few on an Arig. It seems like the Arig bite is a little bit better on the brush piles than it is on the trees, but you can certainly catch Arig fish off both of them. The biggest key is you've got to have wood. You've got to have some sort of wood cover to hold these fish, so keep that in mind. The jerkbait bite, I know a lot of guys caught them on a jerkbait over the weekend. I threw it a little bit on Saturday, threw a little bit on Sunday after I talked to guys who've been catching them. I'm getting a few bites on a Megabass Vision 110+1, but it's just, I'm not getting bit as much as I'd like to on a jerkbait, so I've not been throwing it that much. The crankbait bite has been, in all honesty, kind of disappointing. I can catch them up the James, catch them in the Kings. It's finally, there's enough, the debris cleared out that you can run up there and you can fish it. But it really has not been as good of a crankbait bite as it should be. I think if we get some warmer weather, that crankbait bite will certainly start to kick on. Basically catching them on bluff ends is where I've been catching them. Running the ends of bluffs, running the ends of channel swings with a crankbait has been my key for that. And those are really the bites I've been catching them on. I did catch a few on a jig and around some standing timber last week, but we tried it a little bit in the Anglers in Action and never had a sniff on it. But I have, like I said, last week I was catching them on a Jewel Pro Spider jig in Okeechobee Blue around standing timber from about 15 to 25 foot deep, and it seemed like it was more of the pole timber that didn't have a lot of limbs on it. Those fish would be down near the bases of those trees. But the bite's been good. This little cold snap, I know a lot of guys struggled over this past weekend, but the bite has actually been pretty good. Things look like once we get past this few days of cold weather, I think today's the last cold day, things start warming up. I really think the bite's going to improve. Again, best way to know what's going on, best way to stay on top of it, and to get the more detailed version of this video is join Table Rock Fishing Intel as a pro member and get all that information that we make available to you on a daily basis at TableRockFishingIntel.com. If you're coming down, want to hire a guide, give me a call. It's a Focus Fishing Guide Service. You can reach me at 417-860-4743 or hit my website, focusfishing.com, and either shoot me an email or book online. Either way, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching the video. Again, check out Table Rock Fishing Intel if you haven't done so, but thanks for watching. Can't wait to hear from you. We'll see you on the water.